Backwoods Angler TV. Today we are walleye fishing on Lake Oneida.
And we're glad to be here.
Our guide, Tony Buffa, knows what it takes to catch Oneida walleye. Oneida is known for its walleye, and they grow 'em big out here.
They really hit hard.
Also, Captain Tony shows us where to find monster bass on Lake Oneida. So come on along and join us. It's walleye fishing on the high seas of Oneida.
So far they are winning, but we will survive.
Backwoods Angler TV, your freshwater fishing authority for the northeastern United States. It's a cloudy day on Lake Oneida.
Walleye fishermen see this kind of weather and they just smile.
Chris Gorsuch and I are walleye fishing with our guide, Tony Buffa.
We're basically going to fish with these bucktail jigs this morning. Purple is a dominant color on this lake, black and purple. All my jigs come with a stinger hook tied into them as well, so we got a main hook and a stinger hook, and we'll keep them dressed with a night crawler. Just take out the supply you think you're going to need. The purpose of this is to keep the deck of the boat clean, keep your hands clean, and we literally wash the worms, get all the bedding off of them. Put these worms on ice, and they'll stay nice and firm throughout the day. As the ice melts, that's not a problem. A worm can actually stay submerged for 24 hours without any damage. And if the supply of worms is left over at the end of the trip, just put them back into the bedding. They do well, but they'll swell up and get nice and hard when they're in that cold water. What I like to do is take the dark end of the night crawler, about 1/8 of an inch, break it through, cut the worm in half, and then on the stinger hook, put the second piece. That gives you a double shot. If you get stripped on one hook, you still got worm left on another one.
Sounds like we're ready to go.
Yes, we are.
Tony's got us set up. The seas are rolling, our boat is rocking, and we are after Lake Oneida walleye.
We're on. Yep.
Way to go, Blaine. Way to go. There's our first one.
There we go.
Now we're talking. That's what we're here for, right there. Right there.
Well, that's a good walleye.
So, Blaine, you not only know how to bass fish, you know how to
We
walleye
can catch a
fish
walleye from
also.
time to time.
It's a multi-dimensional man we have here.
I've been called a lot, Tony, but I don't know. We're using some of Tony's homemade little bucktail hair jigs, tipped with live night crawlers. It seems to be a favorite out here, that and a blade bait. Tony, what's our water temp right now?
We're looking at 70 degrees.
70 degrees.
And that's a good thing. Walleyes kind of pick up a tempo when that water temperature hits around 70. So metabolism is quicker. They should feed more frequently. And this lake just about becomes homothermal because it's such a shallow, there we go, such a shallow lake. Lake is a shallow lake. It's got an average depth of about 20, 22 feet. It's 22 miles long, 6 miles wide. Boy, they don't fight like bass, but they eat like walleyes. North of us is the deepest spot in the lake, 55 feet, called Catfish Hole, right off of Cleveland. He wanted that jig. It's almost buried in his mouth.
Very good fish. A Lake Oneida walleye.
Shallow walleye.
19.
18 and a half, and add a 1/2 inch because my ruler starts a 1/2 inch from the board.
They don't fight like bass, but they eat like walleye. That's perfect. That's a good line.
Well, the weather started getting rough and our tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of our fearless guide, we might have been lost.
These showers just all of a sudden started popping all over the place. Like a squall line's coming through here or something.
And the rain didn't make the fishing any easier.
The fish had to basically ring your phone, say, I'm on the line, please set the hook.
Yeah, like I said,
This is walleye fishing on Lake Oneida.
we're gonna have to get even. So far they're winning.
I like your attitude.
So far they are winning, but we will survive.
Will Tony guide us out of the storm? Will we find some walleye? Stay tuned. Backwoods Angler TV will be right back. Coming up on Backwoods Angler TV.
We were out there getting tossed about like the SS Minnow. Tony says, we're gonna switch it up and get some bass. We'll do our walleye stuff when it settles down out there. I'm all for it.
There you go, Blaine.
Could be a walleye. Very respectable walleye.
Oh, nice fish. 2 by 2.
It ain't bass fishing, but it sure is a lot of fun.
Need a better battery? Get the one preferred by Autotex 5-to-1 over any other. Interstate batteries. Outrageously dependable.
River fish live in nasty places.
The River Pro 186 Low Pro is the ultimate shallow water fishing machine.
Agile, aggressive, and armed to the teeth with all the angling ammo you'll ever need. With the Mercury Sport Jet, you'll fly over just inches of water, places no ordinary boat could go. River Pro, hard-bellied, all-welded, custom-built jet boats for the serious river fishermen like you.
Backwoods Angler TV brought to you by BioEdge. Fish with the edge, BioEdge. River Pro custom-built jet boats for the serious river fishermen. Ace Recreational Marine Insurance. And the outrageously dependable Interstate batteries. Lake Oneida, situated in west central New York State, is known for its walleye fishing. We hired Tony Buffa to take us out walleye fishing, going after glass eyes. And because it's an east-west facing lake, we had a westerly wind and the wind just hammered us, pushed us into the bay. Tony says, do we want to settle for catching some smallmouth? I said, I got to settle for smallmouth? Come along and check this out. We settled for some 3 and 4 pound smallmouth bass.
Oh, look at this. He was running with it.
Oh, largemouth?
It's a little small. Is it a large?
Thought it had a little different color.
That fish hit it hard. I was moving that one a little bit faster, though. That fish hit it harder. Just hammered it. A green fish. Lake Oneida largemouth. We got a small one. We got a large one. That fish hit that thing and was like, run with it. Either that or I just wasn't in tune with where my bait was with the strip. It could have been it too. That's a good fish right there. That's a pig right there. That's a nice fish. That is a nice smallie. Goodness gracious, that's a largie. It's a largie. Get out of here. That one fooled me, man. That's a good largemouth. I thought it was a smallmouth. It fought so well. Your largemouth fight that good up here, Tony. That's pretty cool. That's a good fish. It's a good largie. Good Lake Oneida largemouth bass right there. That fish absolutely hammered that salty shad. That is a pretty largie. She's post-spawn too, man. She'd have been a pound heavier about a couple weeks ago. Good fish. Thought that was a smallmouth. I really did. The way that fish fought and jumped, I thought that was a tank smallmouth. That fish fought good for a largie. There's another one. That's a smallie. Oh my gosh, this could get ugly. Woo! Post spawn, smallmouth. We got largies. We got smallies. I'm all for hoodled. We were out there getting tossed about like the SS Minnow about an hour ago. We come in here, Tony says, we're gonna switch it up and get some bass. We'll do our walleye stuff when it settles down out there. I'm all for it. They don't want a whole lot of motion on this bait right now. They really don't want movement. Not a lot anyway. Chris is on. Right kind? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Not a very big fish. Oh, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Coming right at you.
How they come right at you.
It's a horse.
Coming right at me.
That's a really big fish. A really big fish is peeling drag for crying out loud. He's got a horse.
Oh, there's a nice one. I want to get a picture.
Woo!
Ah. I want to get a picture of that with you.
A largemouth.
Yeah.
You know how to catch them too?
I know how to catch them too, Dad.
Yes.
You know what I love about these fish? This right here. The size of these fish. You hold them up in your boat, you can put Coke cans in them and hold your Coke for it.
Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. You get largemouth, you got smallmouth. I don't know if I can stand it. I hope you can stand it because we're going to be right back after a couple of words here. Stick around. Do not miss the rest of this.
Wow.
Put her back, boy.
Follow us on Twitter and Facebook for daily fishing reports.
See that? He came right back for it.
When it comes to fishing, there's a fine line between failure and success. There's a fine line between winning and losing. There's a fine line between the trophy and just another fish story. That line is gamma. Gamma, molecularly altered fishing line.
Welcome back to Backwoods Angler TV. We are after Lake Oneida smallmouth bass today. We're on Captain Tony Buffa's boat.
In the boat, out of the boat.
I'll tell you what, so far we've had the privilege to partake in some pretty good bronzeback fishing here. An outstanding average size fish so far. Lots of 2 3/4 to 3 1/4 pound smallmouth today. Chris has touched the 4 pound mark a couple times. We've caught a couple of nice largemouth. The main lake is really blown up. As you can see, we're on a shoreline, almost in a bay here, and it's pretty choppy in here. We tried to do our walleye thing out there today, and it was so, you know. That's pretty cool. We were out there trying to catch walleye, and Tony says, let's go in and get bass.
Wow.
We come in here and we're just hammering the smallmouth.
Chris's is on.
I'm telling you what, man, those are sweet, sweet average size fish. I am absolutely, this is post spawn. These fish are impressed at the quality of the fish. They're cookie cutters and they're all quality chunky. I mean, these fish have chunk to them, and it's post spawn. I mean, it's so fast. They're heavy. They're very heavy fish. Normally post spawn, you see the bellies are kind of, they just don't have much to them, and a lot of female smallies they won't eat right after they spawn. You know, these fish are throwing up shad and bait fish 3, 4, 5 inches long at the side of the boat. Yeah, so they're eating for sure. Really good fish for cookie cutter fish. These smallmouth. It's a healthy lake. This is great. Oh, Tony, I'm telling you, you got yourself a gold mine here. And you say the locals don't even fish for these bass, huh? It's a walleye, predominantly walleye population.
Because they all
up
like
here.
to eat perch and walleyes. Nobody likes to eat bass.
Huh.
They could care less about fishing for them. I hate to tell you the number of customers. I'll limit out early and I'll say, you know, you want to go catch some bass? Nah.
Just lightly let it go. Don't know what I got on though.
Hard now?
I don't know. I don't know.
Another gator?
Another gator. Is that what it is? Yeah. Pike or is it a pickerel? It's a big one. Oh, he's gone.
Gone?
He's gone.
Oh, doggy. That's a good smallmouth. Come up here, bub. I'm not going to lift him up either. I'm going to try and.
Oh, captain's on.
Holy crow. Tony,
Captain's off.
captain's off. Chris is on.
Oh my gosh! Hose him off, boys! Hose him off! Wow. He's insane.
Kidding me?
Dog, I'm being dog.
It's insane.
This is unreal. This is fun. What do you got there, Chris? That's a tank there. That's a fat fish. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Look at this. Lake Oneida small. They're cookie cutters, man.
Every fish seems to be about this
Oh my gosh.
2.5, 3 pound
And
size.
they're just so thick and they're post-spawn fish too, which is cool. They fight a little bit too, don't they?
I mean, you think they're fours? You think they're fours? Look at Fanny on there.
Outstanding, outstanding.
Beautiful fish. My goodness.
That's just great.
My goodness.
Yours is prettier. Yours is prettier. Woo! We'll be back in a moment. Stick around.
Do you own an outboard jet motor? Backwoods Angler TV's new DVD, 30-minute PM Outboard Jet Preventative Maintenance, is sure to save you money from repairs, and it will keep you on the water and on the fish.
For 5 years now, the folks at Sportsman's Table have been dedicated to helping families make the most of their outdoor harvest. Active outdoorsmen will love the quality and selection found at sportsmanstable.com. Products include butchering supplies, seasonings and marinades, wildlife pottery, and rustic table decor. Whether for you or a unique gift for a family member or friend, Sportsman's Table has a lot to offer dinner tables all over America. www.sportsmanstable.com.
Backwoods Angler TV, brought to you by Sportsman's Table, www.sportsmanstable.com. Gamma molecularly altered fishing lines, and Vinterbaits Custom Lures, quality, durability, affordability.
Welcome back. We are on Lake Oneida,
There we go.
walleye fishing, and our guide Tony Buffa just hooked a fish. That was good.
Yep, that's fighting. That's walleye all the way. That's walleye all the way.
All right, Tony, good walleye.
Good walleye.
Chris,
That's a good
He ate it.
walleye.
he ate it. double hook. 2x2. Pretty walleye. Walleyes are a bit of a chameleon type. They'll assume the color of the habitat they're in. So this walleye has not been a deep water walleye. If it was, it would be more gray and dark. It's got the nice yellow tone on it, which means the sunlight's been able to get to it.
Very good fish.
I can taste them now.
Today on Backwoods Angler TV, our target is Lake Oneida Walleye. We got a light wind, perfect conditions right now. Some cloud cover.
Little guy.
And Tony says we are on a stack of walleye right here.
Just about going off the screen now. And you can see our plot line from a couple days of drifting. This place is called Sugarloaf Bar. It's the southeastern tip of the Shackleton Shoals network of humps and bumps. And it's about a 2-mile stretch. And this is the eastern edge of it. And we're glad to be here. There you go, Chris. Nice. Mark them, caught them.
It's a walleye.
It is a walleye.
Yep. Very respectable walleye.
Easy
Oh,
there,
nice
killer.
fish.
Mr. Walleye.
Nice fish. There's a dandy. Nice walleye, Chris.
Mr. Walleye.
That was in 15 feet, 14.9 to be exact, but look at that. Look at that. Boy, they really hit hard, don't they? They really hit hard. By the skin of the upper lip. You can't get any closer.
I wouldn't have had a little bit of a tip on his nose. He wouldn't have had him at all. It's unbelievable.
Awesome. 17 and a half.
It ain't bass fishing, but it sure is a lot of fun.
Way to go, Blaine. Think walleye. Don't you be thinking bass.
Could be a walleye.
Don't you be thinking bass. Think walleye, Blaine.
It's a
Walleye. Nice walleye.
That's a walleye, huh?
Nice walleye.
That's right.
Excellent.
Very, very cool. In the bright sunshine, Tony, huh?
High noon. You heard the noon whistle.
That was our target today. We got a lot of different fish today, though, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Boy, I'll tell you.
It's a nice 17-incher.
Tony, it was absolutely a blast.
My pleasure.
We had a ball.
Thank you.
We had a ball. BackwoodsAnglerTV.com. We will have all of Tony's information posted on the website. Go to BackwoodsAngler.com for information on anything else you need here, fishing trips. Chris Gorsuch, Tony Buffa, I'm Blaine Mangle. Good fishing. Walleye fishing on Lake Ontario.
Oneida.
Try it again.
It's hard to think about standing in the place where you fish. Now face west. Think about the walleye that you missed because you're drifting too fast. You get it all here. These all got together today and said put the worms as far away from the host as possible so he looks like an idiot all day long.